My guest today is Rams. Rams is the founder and CEO at PlayAI Real-Time Voice Intelligence. We'll learn all about this today. Welcome to the show, Rams.
Hey, nice to meet you and great to be here. Thanks for having me, Andy.
An absolute pleasure. Great to have you here, Rams. Let's do what we do at the beginning of the show. It'd be super cool if you could please introduce yourself. Would love to hear some of your personal and professional backstory. What have you been doing in the lead up to founding PlayAI?
Amazing. So before I go into all that, just to give you the context about what we're building, it's PlayAI Network. It's a crypto AI company, unlike actually the voice AI, PlayAI, which people confuse us with, to be honest. So we are what we call the Zapier for on-chain AI, which helps you basically create a lot of automations and workflows using crypto. But how did I get here, right? So that's sort of been I would say 5-6 year journey, right? I'm pretty young comparatively. I'm 26 right now, but I started crypto much younger, like a lot of people in the industry, around 19, 20 years. And I got into it back in college. Like I was looking at, hey, what's happening in the tech industry, like any kind of engineering graduate, which I was. And Bitcoin was, coming up as a big thing. Like it was sort of in the middle of the bull run. And I really wanted to, get into it somehow because I had no cash. I had no money to buy any Bitcoin, but at least we could, be hands on it in some other format. So I got a couple of other friends. We started working on something. Back then, we called it decentralized banking, but in reality, it was just DeFi. And we started building a decentralized exchange, DEX, back in that time. And it went on to do pretty good, to be honest. Like it's currently like a DEX in the Polkadot ecosystem. I was just there for like 6-7 months. I was one of the founding members in the early team, and then because of COVID and a couple of other reasons, I had to leave it. But the energy, the appetite to do something more, especially in crypto, it was still there. So then I went on to explore more about it, deep dive, and learn what's happening. I discovered crypto Twitter, which is like a completely another world altogether for an outsider. So from there, I started my second journey, which was building a product studio. So that was called D Hidden. It was one of the leading NFT related product studios in the NFT bull market. So I'm not sure, Andy, if you were into NFTs back then. Like, did you used to trade anything? Like, you probably lost some money, on the monkey JPEGs as well, right?
Don't remind me, Rams.
Right. Like, so you definitely knew what happened. Like a lot of these brands came in, they wanted to do NFTs on blockchain, and they had shit ton of money. Chains were actually throwing money at them, like Polygon, Vax, and a lot of other chains, right? So there were these brands with money, there was a chains who wanted the NFTs on them, but there was no one to actually do it for them, right? So I sort of used to run an agency that helped them from idea to execution of some of these launches. So it was good while it lasted. We got to work with a lot of brands like Adidas, Prada, Mercedes, Walmart, and of course the market crashed, and all of these people just went back once the music stopped. But we still wanted to continue in the industry. We started pivoting a little bit into the AI space because that was the time when GPT-3 came out, and OpenAI was become a big thing. And my team, like we were one of the first in the industry to combine crypto and AI. So if you just Google search something called Polygon Copilot, that was put out back in 2023 May, which was sort of the exact kind of time when GPT-3 came out, and it was kind of a blueprint of what you see right now with all these chat-based, crypto AI apps, right? Like where you ask something to be created a smart contract in an NFT collection, whatever. You could do that back in 2.5 years ago back then. So we built something like that. We tried to, push the industry early to get into AI, but back then it was sort of like a very nascent market. Not most projects, most chains were not interested to do it. Did not work out that way, but I took a lot of these learnings, right? Like working on the AI side, working on the crypto side, a lot of that together to start what is PlayAI right now. So PlayAI was started end of 2023, early 2024. And we've been working on it like more than 1.5, almost 2 years right now. So that was the origin story of PlayAI, and I would love to deep dive into what we're doing later. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so you call yourself the orchestration layer for crypto and AI. So yeah, as you kind of articulated, Rams, yeah, create and deploy powerful workflows across your favorite tools with one prompt. As you said, is the Zapier of on-chain AI. So walk us through I guess like a real world workflow that kind of explains how that magic happens. Give us an example.
Right, right. So we have multiple workflows that are already live right now on the product. So just to pick out one specific thing that most people are very excited about is something that is also trending in the market, which is the prediction side of things, right? Like poly market is a huge thing. There are also other prediction markets. And people are finding it very difficult to keep track of things, right? Like, hey, what is happening in the news? How do I put my money on a prediction market based on news? How do I, be early to a prediction market? Because that's the whole alpha. You be early, get in early, you make money when it, becomes true, right? So we have a couple of prediction market related workflow. One is something that tracks the news for you. You can define what kind of prediction news or what kind of categories that you want to track, and it tracks the news for you. It either can, if you put it, it can automatically put the prediction bets for you, or it asks you for the permission. Like it notifies you, hey, XYZ markets are matching the particular news sentiment. Do you want to put money into this? And the platform itself has a wallet. You can programmatically allow it to put the money from the wallet into the prediction market in this case, and it does it for you. And it can also take profits. So, like, you can set it up to take profit at, let's say, 10% or 20% or 30%, whatever you want. So this has been a pretty interesting workflow for a lot of users, and very much interesting. Another workflow is arbitration or arbitrage of prediction markets, where one particular market could be at a higher price in one prediction market compared to the other one, and you could arbitrage between both of them, and that too automatically through the workflow. So a lot of prediction market workflows have been trending recently with us.
Yeah, you talk about a lot in like your documents and so on about orchestration, right? And so it's I guess it's like kind of addressing the problem of being able to pull together different bits of information, different tasking and tooling from different interconnected systems. So just to talk about how you guys are doing addressing this problem using orchestration, Rams.
Right. So, just to take a step back and see what is happening in the AI industry in general, right? Like, you see a lot of hype about agents, and agents can do this for you, agents can do that for you. But even the top researchers like Andre Karpathy, he just came out recently in a podcast saying agents are still in the slop era, right? Like agents, you can't just rely on agents to do everything for you. You have to handhold it. And we believe that, at least for the next couple of years, that would be still the case. And so we're taking a bit more pragmatic approach in how these agentic workflows are executed, which is the fact that, we just want to optimize for the output. We don't want to say that, hey, this agent can do 100 things for you. We are making sure that the orchestration that we do here is basically chaining together the exact tools and APIs and MCPs or even X402 endpoints, whatever is required to get the end output. We make sure those tools are aggregated in our library first, and then depending on what the workflow that you want to do, we pick and choose the tools and chain them together. And it's not magic; it's just pure logic and common sense that okay, this tool does it for you, this tool picks the news for you, this tool puts the money into the market for you, this wallet gets the money out of the market for you. So it's just a pure chain of logic, and all of that coming together is the magic, right? Like, that's the orchestration that we are trying to do here. And as of now, what we are doing is we have created handcrafted workflows, like the prediction one that I mentioned. But very soon, what we are going to do is we're going to open up the Play Studio, where anyone can create such workflows and publish them and start earning from them, which is a very big unlock, and which is kind of I would say what we are differentiating from, let's say, the Zapiers or the N8Ns of the world, which are very Web2 centric without a creator economy, compared to what we're doing with the whole creator and crypto incentives.
Yeah, so the Play Studio, I guess, is you can it's like different developers can and users can create, I guess, their own agents, and you call them plays, right? And so, just talk about how that Play Studio economy, because of course there's a token that powers the economy. I guess rewards creator contributions, Rams.
Correct. So the Play Studio is sort of the heart of the whole ecosystem, right? Like what we're trying to do here is not just for developers, but also for, let's say, you are simply a creator or influencer who has a really great idea, or you have a really good distribution, but you don't know how to probably code things, right? Like we want to make sure that you are able to take advantage of your idea and distribution. So what happens is developers, let's say they're a developer of a project, protocol, and agent, doesn't matter. They just list their service as, an API or an MCP, or also as an X402 endpoint in our library. And then as a creator, you are able to pick and choose from the library. You can do it in two ways. We are allowing you to, be very hands-on, like drag and drop, and do all of that architecture if you want on a more visual interface, or you can just simply type it in. Like you put a prompt here, I want to do this kind of a workflow, and our LLM, it goes through the library, it picks which exact tool will match your request, and it assembles that workflow for you. And then you can test it, you can make sure it works properly, and then you can publish it, right? So that's the whole loop of the creation part. But the actual magic happens when others start using it, because of course you can probably just do a workflow that doesn't have any effect and no one uses it, but maybe it becomes viral, it becomes actually useful for people. We want you as the creator of the workflow, and we want you as a developer of the tools within that workflow to earn out of it, right? So whatever money that is flowing through that particular workflow, a major chunk of it goes into the creator's hand and into the developer's hands. And the rest of it comes back into the Play token itself, which sort of creates a flywheel that basically puts the Play token, pushes the Play token upwards. So that is, I would say, the phase one of the Play Studio. But even beyond that, like we are thinking maybe 3-4 months from now, there will be a phase two of the Play Studio, which is once we have a good enough ecosystem of all these workflows, things that people are using, we're going to be allowing you to tokenize these workflows. So if you think about what all these agents and agent tokens are being touted in the market, they're literally the same thing. Like they call it agents, we call it agentic workflows. uh, it basically helps you get an output. But in their case, a lot of these agent launchpads are 99% pure tokens without any actual utilities. Most of those agents don't have an actual output. What we're doing is we're kind of approaching the same thing, but with a reverse blueprint, where we are asking you to create a workflow. We are asking you to make sure there are people using it. And once it hits a critical number, let's say 10,000 usage or 20,000 usage, you'll be able to tokenize it. Now, there's an actual agent or super agent that people are using, and then you tokenize it. And there's a super agent token and there's a play token. Both of them are paired together, and then it creates a huge ecosystem and a flywheel effect that we are expecting to unlock in the Play AI ecosystem.
Yeah, very nicely explained. Thank you, Rams. One of the coolest things that you guys are working on, I think you know what I'm going to say, Rams, is the Mad Rims, the AI powered smart glasses. So people can see these website, which of course is in the show notes, listeners, but it's playai.network. But yeah, the Mad Rims. So just talk us through the Mad Rims, Rams.
Right. So um, we had the unique opportunity to not just do just the software part, but also like sort of touch upon the hardware, because we have had a previous work in the studio that I mentioned in my previous startup with some of these kind of hardware projects as well. And there has been a partner company who has been getting into the AI smart glass thing. on the Web2 side, basically. But I figured, we might as well tap into that market with the software that we are. Because, see, I'm not sure if you or the listeners know, but AI smart glasses is sort of like a commoditized industry right now. It's not just Meta who can do it. There are literally hundreds of vendors in China who are producing Meta Ray-Ban level smart glasses in the market right now, and almost everyone except Meta that you see are building these glasses. I guess even Meta, they have their factories in China, and they are coming up with these new innovations and very very price sensitive glasses. In terms of let's say Meta goes for $300, these can go for 200 to 50. So the hardware piece is pretty simple, but what we have already done is we have cracked the software piece, which is like automating workflows for you, right? We don't want to just automate crypto workflows. We want to be the next evolution of Zapier that can automate any kind of workflows for you. We thought we might as well combine both of them together and bring it to the real world to help you automate things on the go, right? So one very common example that I say is, imagine you're wearing the glasses, you're watching news, you're probably looking at Trump saying something, right? And you want to put a bet on Polymarket for it. You don't have to open up your laptop or your mobile phone to do it. You can just do it through your glasses, through your voice, right? So that is a kind of outcome that we want to make possible with the combination of the glasses and the software side. And Madrons is our project to do so, on top of the whole Play Studio and the Play Hub.
Yeah, and so people can get these. What's the best way for people just to learn more and find out, what they can how to dive in with these?
So you can head over to madrims.playai.network, and you'll be able to see all the details. You'll be able to pre-order the Madrims glasses itself. So the glasses, the final price would be $249, but the pre-orders are going right now for $49, and you can always cancel if you don't want it at the end. But we would really recommend you to keep it and get the whole glasses, because we're going to ship it early next year. And along with it comes a whole lot of extra software upgrades and all of these token incentives. And one very interesting aspect that we are also looking into is helping you incentivize the data that you could collect from the glasses, right? Of course, it's a bit of a gray area, but there are a lot of vision data centric startups that are working in the industry right now, because vision data is very very important for fields like robotics. Is what the human sees from our point of view. That exact data is fed into humanoid robotics, like the Figure robot or the Neo robot, or all those popular robots that are coming out right now. And the data that you'll capture from the glasses is really really useful for something like that. And we are looking into possibly helping you incentivize that as well. So there are a lot of things that will come in the glasses package, and we'd love for you to have something for yourself.
Awesome. Sounds great. All right. Well, Rams, just to finish up this part of the podcast, again, just for people that want to learn more about the orchestration layer for crypto and AI, where should people go? What should they do?
We are pretty active across X and Discord. We have a very vibrant community. So just search us up at PlayAI Network on X, and you'll see like constant updates that we're putting out. So you can always check our X for the latest updates. If you want to be active in the community, join our Discord. And of course, the main product to get your workflows, you just have to head over to the website, and the first thing that you'll see is the CTA to go and do your workflow. So it's pretty straightforward once you land upon our website or on our X platform.
Yes, indeed. And link is in the show notes, as I said, listeners. But yeah, playai.network. All right, Rams, it's time to finish up the show. And we do that, of course, by running you through the very famous crypto conversation hot take round. Are you up for it?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Rams. Just going to run some questions at you. Just want you to give me your honest hot take style answers. Question one for you, my man, is very simply, where would you say that you sit on the Bitcoin maximalist to multi-chain opportunist spectrum?
I would say I'm a play maximalist, but of course, I'm all for Bitcoin to be number one to overthrow gold, right? If that's a gold standard right now, but it's sort of I'm not too uh, the OG Bitcoin mega maniac sort of a maximalist, but I'm a pretty decent Bitcoin maximalist.
Understand. All right. Well, what would you say is your firmest conviction crypto opinion?
Sorry, I think I lost you. My most conviction in crypto.
Firmest conviction crypto opinion.
Crypto was made for AI. The blockchain was made for AI.
Yep, I like it. All right. Bill Gates famously said that we tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in 2 years and underestimate what we can accomplish in 10 years. So look, I guess, play AI agents, crypto, what does it look like in 10 years' time?
I would say everyone will have an AI friend, because we're going to achieve AGI in 10 years' time or even less than that. And hopefully, PlayAI is still in the business, allowing you to orchestrate all the things that you ask your agent friend to do.
Yep, I like it. William Gibson famously said that the future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. With that in mind, Rams, can you think of an example of the future being here right now, but most people aren't aware of it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, see, I was in SF a couple of months ago, and it's a completely different world compared to the rest of I'm back in India or even places like Dubai, because you literally got driverless cars going around. You've got robots on the street. I attended some robot fights. So the future is here, but it's just in some of these pockets of the tech industry, and it's gonna come out very soon to the rest of the world.
Yep. All right. Final question for you, Rams. What is your favorite science fiction book, film, or TV show?
So I'd say I am a big fan of Arthur C. Clarke. I'm not sure if the readers, listeners know about him, but he is the one who said the quote that advanced science is you can't distinguish from magic, right? Because things are so much progress in that sense. So he is my favorite author, and my favorite book of his is I think there's a book called The Light of the Other Days. I'm not sure if I'm just saying the name correctly, but it's called The Light of the Other Days, and it's about a very near future where people have been coming up with a lot of scientific discoveries, and it's a bit about time travel and a lot of that. So yeah, that's my favorite book and author.
I love it. Shout out to Arthur C. Clarke. Yeah, and the quote is, I think, what is it? Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, it's a great quote. That's one of my favorites as well. I like it. All right, Rams, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was wonderful to spend some time with you today. Look, just to close it out, again, do please tell people where they can go to learn all about what you guys are building at PlayAI.
Right. No, of course. So glad to be a part of this podcast, and do check out what we're doing at PlayAI. We are at www.playai.network, or you can search PlayAI Network on X, and you will see the latest updates. Would love for you to test out what we're building, and I'm always my DMs are always open for any feedback or any interesting things that you have to share.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rams. All the best, and bye for now.
Thank you. Great chatting with you, Andy, and have a good day. Bye-bye.